Hey,
So what
great,
do you? Huh?
great, great, great Thursday morning. Happy 4th of July to everyone out there. It is a beautiful day, a beautiful 4th of July, a beautiful day for a parade.
Yes, it is indeed. It's a special day for everybody, for all true patriotic Americans.
But we're not getting
Huh?
we're not getting
There's two parades today, or isn't there? There's a parade today? No, none, not here.
out here.
Wow, even the small towns they have something going on, but they do have the firework dis- at the sportsplex. Well, at least they use the sportsplex for something beneficial to the city, right? Something.
How you been?
How have I been? Real good, real busy, and blessed.
The way to be.
Yeah, that's all we can do, right?
Sorry, it's kind of a weird type of thing because most people taking the day off, which is good. Most people taking the day off. I didn't come to work. I come más que nada to just in case someone comes in, try to catch up on some other work. Most people think that our offices are closed today, but one of the things I think, Kathy, that you could appreciate is like a lot of times when we're self-employed, uh, we work sometimes 7 days a week, 365 a year. It's just the way it is. It's the only way to make a business successful.
You are correct. That is right, definitely, or else we're not going to be able to make it. We have to push ourselves that extra to do it, to be to be able to make it. Yeah.
I think that's something that we expect also from individuals that are working for us at the local elected office, such as city commissioners and mayors. Unfortunately for us, I don't think that we're getting the bang for our buck. Right off the bat, it's something that we've been talking about for a while in regards to our airline and our airport. How we've lost Avelo, and again, some people may argue saying, well, it's happening nationwide. It's not something just locally Brownsville. I'm saying is that we're losing Avelo. We didn't have much anyway. Now we're going to have a lot less. And I don't understand the reasoning of these folks when they think that an airline that is here in the United States, an airline that is going to three major areas of the country, Las Vegas, California, Florida, where we have, and they pulled out. What are we to expect from this rinky-dink little airline that has a nine-seater plane that's going to be supposedly taking people back and forth to Monterrey?
Well, these are they were flying to major airports. These airlines were flying us into these you know airports where people tend to want to travel for vacation. I believe it was Las Vegas, Florida, LA. These are unfortunately. I was going through my notes and it only lasted for like about a year.
Yeah.
And it is just, what are we going to do? How are we going to be able to make sure that whatever we bring stays here and that are able as citizens to be able to have use of it with the mindset of having them here with a long term, not a short term. And it's not good for us because, our airport as it is small. And there was quite a bit of an investment, and that investment was so we could be able to have, business. And the airport, they invested so much money into it, which is in District 2, and now this airline pulls out. It's just not good.
Well, let me say, I'm at that point that I think we should just take it to the back and shoot it. Our airport's gone. It's never going to be what it was at one point. We're never going to get it back in any way, shape, sense, or form. Yeah, it's over. Harlingen is only 25 minutes away. Let's just use the Harlingen airport. Let's pool resources together Let's work with the city of Harlingen and San Benito and Los Fresnos and Port Isabel. Let's just all work together and pool all those resources to whereas we can have a really amazing airport coming out of Harlingen, because our Brownsville airport is gone. If it wasn't for the illegal aliens that are using the airport, we wouldn't have an airport. We wouldn't have any service. And even with the illegal aliens, our airport is in the red. Like the sports parks in the red, like Ciclovia's in the red, like anything and everything else that they
The
what
golf course is in the red.
golf
The
course,
golf course is in the red.
everything. So I think now that we just need to. What are we going to do? The next step to move forward? We can't have a large airplanes coming in and flying into Brownsville because we don't have the runways that are long enough. We can't have that. So ultimately, we have to decide what are we going to do. And the only thing that we could do at this point, in my opinion, is to just pool resources with a growing airport, which is Harlingen, and just any other grants and resources that are supposed to come locally to the airport, just give it to Harlingen.
Well, you see, I think that even if we were to align ourselves with Harlingen, happy 4th of July, Miss Marie Morgan, if we were to align ourselves with them and work together, good morning, Miss Janet, I think that we would be a stronger airport. Good morning, Miss Lamas. We'll say good morning to all of you. Well, not that we don't say good morning, right? But happy 4th of July and be safe, guys. You know, it's just like we invest and then what do we really get in return? As citizens, I think right now, the situation is, it's like the school district, right? They shut down schools. Our taxes are much higher. What is going on, guys? What is really happening? Do our leaders really truly do the work in depth to be able to understand what's going to happen? What if? And what are we going to get in return for the citizens? Because at the end of the day, they need to fully represent all of us. All of us. Not an elite group, not personal agendas, which most of the time they all have a personal agenda. And it goes on their resume because we elected them and their resume looks better. But at the end of the day, what are we going to want for Brownsville, guys? I was shocked to see the information that the airline was pulling out. And the airport, how much did they spend into that project? Was it how many millions that they invested? 50 million or something like that. I mean, it doesn't even have area for restaurants. JJ Casita Ventures, hello. What is it?
Are there a second for the upcoming fall? No. I don't know how either is help.
Right now that he brings this topic up, the hurricane season reminds me a lot of late Judge Gascos. May he rest in peace. He was a very dear friend, a mentor. I would always call him when I felt that I needed his feedback or his knowledge. And I remember when he called me and he was county judge and I was board president. As I got to share this story, he says, Ms. Presas, are we ready for what's coming? It's hurricane season. I want to make sure that everybody is aware of what needs to happen, emergency exits, everything that needs to take place. And how about we make a video, you put it out there for the public, KBSD TV station. And it's funny because I said, sure, Judge, whatever, we're here for you. Let's do it. Let's get this done. He says, okay, we're going to do a preparation and I'll come to you and we'll do the video. So he arrives into our BISD boardroom and he says, okay, I'm ready. So he brings his little booklet and he says, okay, so Ms. Presas, what do you have? And I said, Judge, I thought you were going to do I thought, since you're the county judge, I'm lending you the station. He says, no, 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 we need to have a plan. What's your plan? I said, well, my plan is we have the schools necessary that need to be opened up. What do you need for me to do for you? You're the judge. I'm here for you, judge. And he laughed. He goes, well, and he picked up the tablet. Thank God I brought this little tablet with the information that we need. And I said, thank God you're the judge. It's too funny. He was great. He was a great man. Always concerned about, the citizens and having a plan. He was a man that always wanted to have things together.
A great leadership from Judge all the time. And one of the things that I mentioned earlier is I feel fortunate that funeral is going to be service going to be this weekend. I will be out of town, and but again, like I've stated before, and I stated the day they passed away, condolences to all the family and friends and everybody else out there. I wish I could be here, but one of the things that you have to do if you opt to travel throughout different places, you have to plan ahead, and you have to buy ahead. It's a way to get them a little bit, on the cheaper side, and also is to be able to rearrange your schedule around it. So the death was very very unexpected. I think it caught all of us by surprise. None of us expected it to happen, and it was a shock and a great loss for the community. Great, great man.
He sure was. Yes.
And we also sitting in kind after water. It's a joke to take the water. The world. My utility bill was uh, 490 bucks. It was horrible, and there's nothing we could do. We don't have anyone fighting for us at the city level. PUB as a free will and uh, carte blanche to do whatever the hell they want to do with us, and that's just unfortunate. Erasmo, yeah, it's on. Yeah,
No, it's on your side.
so that's
I don't hear an echo on my end.
yeah. We hear it, I speak, and then you hear the echo. I don't know if it's a big response. There's not much. What else is going on?
You know that right now there's by the way, there's all the programs out there for people that are going through hardship with their mortgage. It's just there's an increase of insurance for mortgage for the property insurance, and then the taxes. I believe again, last year people went and appealed it, and this time again it happened again. I'm going to tell you that in the real estate business, appraisals are not coming out. The value that they have in your property taxes, that's not coming out. Right now, sales are not what it used to be. It's shifting. The housing industry is changing, and even mortgage lenders are struggling. Some people, I know that I get mortgage companies calling me, hey, do you have a buyer? Please, let them know we're here. There's programs out there, but at the end of the day, your interest has gone up, and then the property insurance has gone up. Your property taxes have gone up. I saw a property of one of my clients that they were paying $2,800. From $2,800, it went up to $8,700, and that makes a big dent on their monthly mortgage because the taxes have been adjusted. So when we talk about what's really going on, what is our leadership really? Some of our streets are still really bad. I know that they got a plan. I know that they have to budget, but are we really rolling up our sleeves and doing what needs to get done, or is it just let's just take it day by day? Because budgets are approved by all entities on a yearly basis. Correct?
That is correct.
And I believe what BISD has 20 million in the deficit.
26. My last count.
Oh wow! And there's elections this year for that.
Yes. Hopefully people will wake up. Want to do something a bit different than doing this now. But we'll see. I am. I don't know if I think that I am.
You're running for November, this November BISD?
Right,
And what
right now.
seat? There's 4 seats, right? People need to elect four board members this year?
I'm taking this seat. Eddie Garcia, place 7.
Place 7, Eddie Garcia?
Yeah.
And
Eddie
then-
Garcia is not running.
Okay, you know. And then, so you have Eddie Garcia's seat, and then you have the, what is it, the lady, what is it, Jessica, the board president? Jessica, and then you have the
Daniela
Daniela's, right? Daniela Lopez
and Maris.
and Marisa Leal.
So there's 4 spots.
So there's a big shift that can happen, and if the citizens were to pay attention, close attention, and make sure that they elect people that know and that will be a true voice for them, then the district can be led in a different direction, because that's not happening. You know, it's just hi, good morning, Mr. Aparicio, JJ. It's been, the morale is really to the floor. That's what I've heard. Superintendents getting paid this outrageous amount of money when they haven't even proven themselves, and they haven't even done well for this, for the system. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, how can you just bring somebody and pay him close to $500,000 when they haven't even proven themselves? You know, I think this last one also, he was in Round Rock. I know that he's originally from Brownsville, but regardless, you gotta start low, and you gotta prove yourself. So you have to have a plan that you're gonna present, and you're gonna say, hey, this is what I'm gonna do, and this is what my staff is gonna be able to do together with me. But if they don't put anything together and they don't even tell you what they can do,
Well, there's no incentive. There's no incentive to improve. Because if you're at a million, you're set for the next 4 years. So I mean, I agree with you. Start them off at 250, 275. Hey, and based on growth, on productivity, then it's up to staff. Based on something.
well, you see, let me tell you. So we have, you've seen it, the evaluation, right? The summative and formative, right? So for the public, just like teachers get evaluated, the superintendent gets evaluated, and they get evaluated by the board members, right? And it's like about 20 pages, and within that, I don't know if it's still 20 pages or not. It was pretty lengthy when I was there. So do you recall yours, Erasmo?
No, I would go down like 10 pages, 8 pages.
Oh wow! Because we had even in that package, we had where we would be able to check and see if our superintendent was truly communicating with the local business people. And I don't mean just the corporate, like your HEBs, your bigger stores, your bigger chains. No, it was your local business people, because they're from here, from Brownsville, and it was how the teachers felt. It was like, what feedback were we getting from the staff and the educators? That was part of the evaluation, and you would evaluate the superintendent from 1 to 10. And you can't give him a 10, because if something goes south, something goes wrong, how are you going to be able to bring it to their attention and discipline them when he or she's going to say, hey, well, you evaluated me and you gave me a 10 on that, so how are you disciplining me now? So when some of your leaders do not know how to manage or how to evaluate or have high expectation, and they expect mediocrity, well, they're going to just bubble whatever they want without really getting the feedback from the people that is part of that evaluation. Teachers I don't know if it still is, was part of that evaluation. Business people was part of that evaluation. And the last guy, that Gutierrez, was it Gutierrez?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
the one that left to McAllen. The last guy, I mean, I was a citizen. Not once did he ever return my calls. Not once. Not once. So when they evaluated him about city participation with citizens, I really don't know what he got, but me as a citizen, I was never very pleased with his services or his work ethic. It was just, it was ridiculous. And he got paid a pretty good penny for the years that he was here. And it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate because that's taxpayers' dollars. And if people need to understand what gets paid with taxpayers' dollars, what gets paid with federal money, what gets paid with tax money.
Can you hear the echo now? Echo, 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 echo. Anyone? No, I think it's just the system that's linked up. Sorry, guys. I know it's my echo, but I'm not sure exactly where it's bouncing off of. It really is unfortunate because at the end of the day, yeah, there's no echo. Yeah, because I muted the other side. It doesn't matter. We gotta get a couple of good 5 minutes. Let me say this: it's really unfortunate that in almost all of our governmental agencies out there, we have individuals that are supposed to be representing the people of the city of Brownsville, and the truth of the matter is we don't, because we don't have individuals out there that are actually pushing for Brownsville as a whole. Something that Kathy mentioned, unfortunately, there's just so many special interests out there, so many pet projects that these individuals, use in order to up their popularity or up their financial possibilities of banking more money. So it's really unfortunate. If there's something that we've learned from the current majority on the BISG board, is that they're focused on themselves. Daniela got herself a cushy little job with the city of Brownsville. The city of Brownsville is now about to take over Cummings and our property, and I really completely doubt that we actually are going to get the biggest bang for our buck. We're not going to get what it's worth. We're going to get pennies on the dollar, and that's just very, very unfortunate. We're at that point now that nothing can bring back the airport, and I think very little can bring back the zoo.
And you know what? The thing is that you're giving buildings or transferring buildings, giving, selling. I don't know. I mean, it's just such a shame because some of these buildings have been maintained. Some of these buildings have, yeah, up, and then we put a lot of money into it, guys. So when BISD is charging us all these taxes, you need to make sure that those people that you elect for BISD truly, truly understand what their purpose is on that board. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say it, but some of those people don't know what they're doing. They don't. No. That's why the system is the way it is right now. It's just a self-care attitude, a no-care attitude towards the community, and they're not thinking. They're really not thinking. And I know that the school over there that was sold to the college, to the university, right, for arts. Yes. What was that one? That was Longoria. Is it Longoria or what's the name of that school? Longoria. And then, I guess because it's being transferred from one taxing entity to another taxing entity, I think there's something there that can be done a certain way, and we end up just giving our properties away.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate.
What are your plans for tonight?
Oh, I'm going to get together with my family. We're going to celebrate. We're going to have hot dogs and burgers and just do firework displays for the little kids. And we're going to talk about a little bit about the Constitution. We're going to talk about what 4th of July really means so they can all understand what the celebration is. True patriotics. Yeah.
Have a great day. Guys, I am going to be at work all day and actually have 4 weddings to do today and probably meet up with some other individuals. I think a lot of people chose the 4th of July because it was a date that they could remember. So it's going to be interesting. Kati, thanks for coming on, and let's do another show sometime very, very soon.
Yes, of course. Let's do it.
Guys, have a great 4th of July. If you're going to be out there popping fireworks, take into account that you have pets. Please put them in. Make sure that they're well taken care of. They're very secure. Pets don't like fireworks too much, so please make sure that tomorrow I don't have like 1,000 lost pet posts on my page. Guys, be good to each other. Continue to be. God bless.